Human resources in an organization. At the top of an organization is the Chief Executive Officer, also known as the CEO, responsible for acting as a figurehead and ambassador for the organization, to lead the team of directors, to represent the desires, ideas, and beliefs of the workforce, and also to formulate organizational objectives. Moving on, there's the Board of Directors, who are responsible for the overall running of the entire business. There are two different types of directors. The executive directors work full-time at the organization and make decisions about the daily running of the business. There are also non-executive directors who do not work full-time, but are consultants used for their particular area of expertise. After that, we have the management, who are responsible for a team of people and are responsible for certain tasks. They are also the decision makers who are responsible for the day-to-day implementations of the organization's policy. After that, we have the supervisors and team leaders, who are junior managers that will also carry out some of the decision making. Lastly, we have the other employees, or also called operatives. They are responsible for carrying out the activities instructed by the supervisors and team leaders. They also make up the majority of an organization's workforce. Span of control refers to the number of subordinates that are controlled by a manager, which means the number of people who are directly accountable to a single manager. There are two different types of control, a wide span of control and a narrow span of control. A wide span of control occurs when a manager has many people under his or her control. The advantage of such an arrangement is that fewer layers in the hierarchy of the organization are needed. This means that costs are kept under control as there are less managerial positions in the firm. By contrast, a narrow span of control means that there are fewer people accountable to a single manager. The advantages of this structure is that it is easier to communicate with and control the team of subordinates. Smaller teams, as a result, are more productive since there is likely to be more team spirit. Now let's take a look at different levels of authority in an organization. In a centralized structure, the majority of decision-making is performed by a small amount of people, usually the senior management team. Decisions are made through people in the center of the structure, without any form of communication between other members of the organization. There are many advantages and disadvantages to a centralized structure, as managers need to collaborate to come to a decision. Advantages include better control and better sense of direction, as decisions are made by a constant and qualified senior management team. Disadvantages, however, include delays due to the amount of decisions that need to be made, and inflexibility, as the organization becomes bureaucratic with lack of autonomy. A decentralized structure is an alternative decision-making system where authority and responsibility is passed on to others. Although the key power is still centralized in the heads of the senior management, other departments may be empowered to make decisions on behalf of the organization. Some advantages of decentralized structures include more input from the workforce, faster decision-making, and higher morale, as empowered staff are more likely to feel motivated. A matrix structure refers to the flexible collaboration of employees from different departments in the same organization working together on a particular project. Thus, in a matrix structure, workers have the opportunity to work with staff from other departments. The advantages of such a structure include reduced pressures on senior management, cultivation of teamwork and collaboration, and also increased staff motivation. There are also disadvantages, however, such as conflicts of loyalty, prioritization, and difficulty in getting along with team members. Henry Mintzberg suggested that the internal structure of an organization depends on both the complexity and the pace of change. He argued that a business can only remain successful if its organizational structure is flexible enough to deal with rapid changes in the market. He suggested that organizational structures can consist of up to 6 basic parts. The first part is ideology, which refers to the culture, values, and beliefs of the organization. The second is strategic apex, which refers to the senior management team. The third is the middle line, referring to the team of middle management in an organization. The fourth is the operating core, referring to the operational processes within the organization. The fifth is technostructure, referring to the technical support of teams and systems. The last one is support staff, which refers to the team of staff supporting outside of the operational processes and technical support.